And in this video I am going to tell you about a new qualification of which I have recently cleared the examination, and that is Surveyor and Loss Assessor. And in this video I am going to cover 10 topics, and these 10 topics are: number 1, what is Surveyor and Loss Assessor? Number 2, what is the scope and opportunity in Surveyor and Loss Assessor? Number 3, the things which you need to do before starting with the enrollment procedure. Number 4 is what is the procedure for enrollment. Number 5, what is the procedure for registration. Number 6, what is the procedure for paper enrollment. Number 7, what is the procedure for slot booking. Number 8, study materials which you need to study in this examination. Number 9, examination pattern and other details related to examination. And number 10, I have also provided you with the helpline numbers and other important contacts so that you can call and inquire them with regard to enrollment, registration and other purposes. So let's start with this video. The first topic for the video is what is Surveyor and Loss Assessor. So Surveyor and Loss Assessor is an intermediary licensed by IRDAI, and the purpose of Surveyor and Loss Assessor is to assess the loss on the basis of the claim made by the insured. So usually what happens that when an insured makes a claim for the loss to the insurer is required to appoint a Surveyor and Loss Assessor within 72 hours. And the Surveyor and Loss Assessor is required to prepare a report on that loss and report back to the insurer within 30 days. So what are the roles of Surveyor and Loss Assessor? Number 1 is to investigate upon the loss. Number 2 is to estimate, measure and determine the amount of the loss and the subject matter of the loss. Number 3 is to do inspection and re-inspection of the property, which is the subject matter of loss. Number 4, he is required to do the spot survey, final survey. And the fifth one is to advise insurer and insured on loss minimization, loss control, security and safety measures. And now let's discuss upon the second topic of the video, which is the scope and opportunity in the field of Surveyor and Loss Assessor. And as per the current scenario, there are not many Surveyor and Loss Assessor all across India. So there is a huge demand for quality Surveyor and Loss Assessor in India. And moreover, the procedure is very cumbersome. Like I remember my days like 2 years back when I wanted to start my career as a Surveyor and Loss Assessor, but there was no one to guide me that how to start this career. Like I didn't know how to enroll, how to register myself, how to book the paper enrollment, how to book slots for the paper enrollment so that I can give my examination, from where to study, how to study. I don't know anything, and because of that my decision to join this career got delayed by 2 years. And as of now, currently I know that how to go through the procedure, and I have made this video completely explaining each and everything, like how you can do the paper enrollment, do the registration and then book your slot for the examination. I have explained each and every aspect of it. So now it could be very easy for other people to start their journey as a Surveyor and Loss Assessor. And what happens is that if you want to pursue your career as a Surveyor and Loss Assessor, you need to keep in mind that you can't be having job and also pursue this as a side-by-side career, because it's a mandatory criteria that you cannot be in job while you are practicing as a Surveyor and Loss Assessor. So how can you get benefited from the Surveyor and Loss Assessor? What actually happens that you are paid on the assignment basis, and also it also depends upon the loss estimates. And there is a slab, like if you're on if the loss estimate is less than 30,000, then you would be paid 850 rupees, and if the loss is between 30,000 to 50,000, then you would be paid 1200 rupees. If the loss is between 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, then you would be paid 1500. If the loss is between 1 lakh to 2 lakh rupees, then you would be paid 2300. And if the loss is above 2 lakh, then you would be paid 2300 plus 0.7% of the remaining loss estimate amount. But the maximum you can recover from the per assignment is rupees 12,000. So it depends upon your caliber, your professional integrity, that how capable you are as a Surveyor and Loss Assessor and how good you are at your work. So it really very depend upon your professional integrity, your discipline and your enthusiasm in this field. that you would be able to earn in this field. So if you are a very good in your field, then you can get many assignments from the insurers. Moreover, as the day passes, then the more insurer would be able to trust you. There are many cases that a single surveyor and loss assessor gets like 3 to 4 assignments in a day. So it's really very easy to earn 7 to 10,000 a day, but you need to be of that quality, and you can easily earn 7 to 10,000 per day, and on monthly basis you can really estimate that you can easily earn 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees in a month. And also, if you are able to clear this examination, and the another opportunity is that you can get awards. Like on clearing the examination, you would be getting awards, so you can it would add on to your academics. And also, after clearing it, then you would be having a better relationship with the insurance industries, and moreover, you can get clients from the insurance sector also. And the third topic for the video is to what are the things which you need to do before starting your enrollment procedure. And in this, you actually need to download certain PDFs so that it would help you in enrollment purpose, registration purpose, and and get all the FAQs. So I have here provided you with the list of the things which you need to download, and also have provided you the directions, like from where you can download these things. So it's really very important that you download all those things like examination handbook, surveyor FAQs, user manual, help manual, and all. So I have provided you with the details, and you can follow the links, and then from that you can download it. And it's really very important that you download it first and then start your enrollment procedure, because it would be really very helpful. Like if you want to check your eligibility criteria, you can check from the PDF that whether you are eligible for that particular field or not. So while enrolling, if they are asking that which field you want to pursue, so if you know your eligibility criteria for the particular sector, then it would be very easy for you to select which sector you can pursue to become a surveyor and loss assessor. So it's really very important that you download all these PDFs. It will help you in filling up the form. Moreover, also guide you with the when is the paper enrollment date, when is the registration date, when is the slot booking date, and all the important dates you would be able to understand, and there would be no ambiguity in understanding what you need to do and when you need to do. So kindly download all these things before you start with the enrollment procedure. And after you have downloaded all the PDFs which I have told you, we would move on to the fourth step, and that is the enrollment. So, and I will be guiding you on the basis of what I actually did for the enrollment purpose. And it could happen that there could be a slight variation in your enrollment and my enrollment. So that's why I told you that you need to download all the PDFs before you start with this video, so that you can understand which is applicable to you and which is not. So I would be guiding you on my personal experience basis. So it can vary a little bit, but not very much. So as a practicing chartered accountant, I am guiding you that how I enrolled, how I did my enrollment in surveyor and loss assessor. So what I basically did was I went on to the website www.irdabap.org.in, and also remember that you use Internet Explorer 11 or above for this purpose, and because the other search engine doesn't work properly while you are enrolling yourself for this particular examination, or rather I would say that this site doesn't work in other search engine properly. So opt for Internet Explorer 11. Now what you need to do is that when you reach to the site, go to the Surveyor tab, and in that Surveyor tab you would find register. So what you need to do is to create a login ID and password. So go to the Surveyor tab, select register, and register yourself. And what I did for the personal purpose was that I selected individual, and in the next box I selected trainee, and then fill up the detail and submitted the information. And after that, my login ID and password was received in my mail ID which I had given. So you would receive your user ID and password in your mail ID, with the help of which you can log in next time. Now you can log in and update your profile, and then you can check on the desired areas, and on the basis of your eligibility, you can check on which desired area you can opt for and become a surveyor and loss assessor. Like I am a chartered accountant, so on the basis of my qualification, I saw that I can become Surveyor and Loss Assessor in the field of fire, marine cargo, loss of profit, and miscellaneous. So I selected accordingly. Also, like what happened that at my when I applied for the qualification, that I was only able to select only 3 fields, and since I had not been able to select for the LOP, so I only selected only 3 fields, that was fire, marine cargo, and miscellaneous. So you also need to see that whether you are being allowed to choose 4 or 3, and check it on the basis of your eligibility, like as per your qualification what fields you can choose. So check the eligibility criteria, circle the fields which you can do, and on the basis of that shortlist on which areas you want to practice and you feel confident that you would be a better surveyor and loss assessor in that area. So if you are eligible for 5 areas, see the 3 areas which you are good at and then opt for those 3 areas. After you select your desired field, you need to select the way of training. Like earlier what used to happen is that you need to undergo 1 year of internship, but as of now it has been reduced to 6 months of internship. So you need to provide the details of the trainer, and also there is one more option available, and that is institutional training, and that is for 2 months. So either you can go for the 2 months institutional training, or you can go for 6 months of internship under a trainer which you need to find, and that trainer need to accept that internship. And after that particular trainer has accepted your internship, after clearing the examination you would be able to join that trainer. And accordingly, if you choose the institutional training, so after clearing your examination you can proceed with the institutional training. So after you have proceeded with filling up your training detail, you need to proceed further and upload the documents. And the following documents would be required, like PAN card, Aadhaar card, your passport size photo, your your scanned signed signature, and your qualification. Like in my case, I uploaded like PAN card, Aadhaar card, passport size photo, signature, and my membership, CA membership degree form, CA membership degree. So these are the 5 documents which I had uploaded during my enrollment. So accordingly, you need to see which is applicable for you, and you can upload those documents to complete your enrollment procedure. Also keep one thing in your mind, like there is certain kind of problem while you upload your photo. Like there is a certain criteria that it need to be within specific amount of pixels. So what you can do is, like you can click on the photo, right click on the photo, then go to edit, then resize, and type the amount of the pixels within which you want that photograph to be in, and it will and then after that it would be easy to upload in that format. Because if you upload in raw format, what would happen, that it can happen that they would reject that it is not within the specific pixels limit. So edit the photo as per the requirement and then upload it, and it would be very easily accepted. So after you have successfully submitted your enrollment form, you would receive a unique reference number which would be generated automatically. And after scrutinizing your documents in your application, the authority will decide whether you should be allotted with the enrollment number or not in that particular field which you are opting to pursue your career as a surveyor and loss assessor. And in my case, what would happen, that the application took around 1 month to get processed. So after 1 month, I received my enrollment number, and when I received my enrollment number, after that I was able to do my registration. Like for the enrollment, I did my enrollment in www.irdabap.org.in. The enrollment was done in this site. But after you have received your enrollment, you need to do your registration, and that registration would be done in the other site, and that site is www.insuranceinstituteofindia.com. So now let's discuss your registration process in detail. So when you have received your enrollment number from the irdabap.org.in, you need to do your registration. But do remember that your registration can be done on only a specific date, and you would be able to understand on what specific date you can register yourself from the PDF which I have told you. And that PDF is examination handbook. And on the second page, you can see the calendar. and in that it is said that when you can register yourself. So what you need to do is that when you visit the www.insuranceinstituteofindia.com website, now what you need to do is to create login ID and password. And after you have created your login ID and password, you would be requiring two useful information to register yourself, and that is enrollment number and the second is enrollment date. So you would be requiring enrollment number and enrollment date to proceed for the further registration. And now you need to go to exam registration, and then you need to select surveyor examination, and then select paper enrollment surveyor online exam, and after that you need to pay 500 plus GST. But remember that you are paying this only for the purpose of registration. This is not paper enrollment. Initially what I did a mistake that I thought that this is registration plus paper enrollment, and because of that my attempt got shifted to the next quarter. So it's really very important that you understand that this is just for the registration and not for the paper enrollment. So after you have paid 500 plus GST, you would get registered. Now let's discuss upon the paper enrollment. After you have registered yourself, then you need to do the paper enrollment also, and the procedure is the same. Like what you need to do is that you need to go again to the exam registration, then surveyor examination, and in that you need to select paper enrollment surveyor online exam. And now you would be able to select the number of papers you want to give in one attempt. Like in my personal case, I selected 4 papers in one go. That is the one mandatory paper, that is my S01, and then the 3 other papers, that is of the marine fire insurance, and the third which was the miscellaneous. So total I had opted for 4 papers in one go. But make sure that after registration is completed, you also enroll yourself for the paper registration also, paper enrollment also. So select all the papers one by one, and accordingly you need to pay the fee, and for per paper you need to pay 500 plus GST. So supposingly if you are opting for 4 paper altogether, then you need to pay 2000 plus GST, and that is what I had actually paid in my case. And also what happens that after your registration is completed, a dialog box usually appears asking for moving on to your paper enrollment also. So if you are directly following the dialog box, then you can continue the paper enrollment altogether with the registration. Otherwise, if you have completed your registration and not done the paper enrollment at that particular time, then what you can do is follow the link which I have told you, like exam registration, then surveyor examination, and then a paper enrollment on surveyor online exam, and then select all the papers for the paper enrollment, and then pay the fees and submit. So now you are enrolled for the examination. Also, if you want to confirm that if you have enrolled for the examination or not, then you can again follow this link, like exam registration, surveyor examination, and then go to view enrolled paper. And also along with it, you will receive the email from the site that you have enrolled for the particular papers. So there are 2 ways to confirm whether you are enrolled or not. And make sure that you enroll yourself within the scheduled date. And if you want to know what are the scheduled dates, then as I told you earlier, you need to download the PDFs which I have already told you. And the PDF required for this is again examination handbook, and on the second page you can see the calendar, and from that calendar you can understand that when you can do the registration and when you can do the paper enrollment. So after the paper enrollment is complete, you need to do the slot booking. What happens in the slot booking is that you select the date and time when you would be giving the exam for the particular subject, and you need to know that when is the slot booking date. So basically what happens that registration and paper enrollment date are on the same date, but your slot booking date is on the next month. So it's really very important that you download the PDF examination handbook, and in that second page you can see the calendar, and from that you can get the idea that when would that slot booking would be taking place. And also many a times it get extended by 1 week. So you, even if you miss the date, then also it can happen that you might get an extension of 1 week, and you can take an opportunity to book the slot. So what you need to do to book the book slots for your examination is that you need to again log into the www.insuranceinstituteofindia.com, and in that you need to go to exam registration. Then you need to go to surveyor examination, and in that you need to go for slot booking. In slot booking, you need to select the subject, you need to select the center, you need to select the exam date, you need to book exam slot, and then you need to select the venue. And after you are done with this, then you need to submit it. So after you are done with the slot booking, you need to download the hall ticket, and for that you need to go to exam registration. In that you will get an option download hall ticket, and from there you can select the hall ticket online exam option. In that you would be getting a declaration form. There you need to select I agree and submit it, and then again you need to download the form, and then you can print it, and you need to carry this printed hall ticket to the examination center. Now we have done with the complete procedure. Like, now we have done the enrollment, done the registration, then also done the paper enrollment, and after that we have also booked the slot for the examination. But the important thing is now the preparation for the examination. So what is the study material available for this examination? And for this what you can do is, like, you can go for the study material, you can go to www.insuranceinstituteofindia.com, and from there, and after actually what happens that after your registration is complete, you can altogether buy the books. So it's not very necessary that you would be able to buy the books only after slot booking. You can buy the books as soon as your registration is complete in the site, that is insuranceinstituteofindia.com. So after your registration is complete, you can buy the book from the option study material, and in that study material option there is an option purchase online, and in that there is also an option study material hard copy. Before registration you won't be getting that option, that study material hard copy. So it's really very important that you register yourself first and then search for the option study material hard copy, because if you're not registered you won't be getting that option study material hard copy. So after your registration is complete, go to the study material, go to purchase online, and then go to study material hard copy, and from there you can buy the hard copies of the books. And roughly around the book pages are like in between 250 to 350 pages. So you can either you can download the ebook, purchase the ebook, or you can buy the physical hard copy. But I would recommend that you should buying the hard copy, because it would be very easy and convenient, as per my personal experience, that it was very convenient for me to carry a book and read it in the book itself, so that I would be able to better mark in it and prepare accordingly. I was being able to create mnemonics, being able to identify the important questions, highlight it, and then can easily revise just before the examination in my special technique way. So I would suggest that go to the go for the hard copy books. Also, alternatively, what you can do is that supposedly if you want to buy the books just even before registration, what you can do is, like, you can visit the institute if there is any nearby your home or nearby your address. You can visit the institute and buy the physical books from there itself also. So either you can buy through the institute, or either you can buy from the institute website. Next in this video is about examination pattern and other details related to the examinations, and which is like, when you are going to visit to the examination hall, you need to carry your hall ticket, and along with that you need to carry a photo identity proof. In my case, I carried a voter ID and also a Aadhaar card, and actually you can carry any one of them, but I carried both the Aadhaar card and voter ID also. And along with that I also carried a calculator for the calculation purpose. However, in the system itself there is a scientific calculator which you can use, but I carried my own personal calculator. So you can also carry, they won't be stopping you from using the calculator. Apart from that, you can also carry a water bottle if you require. and you can carry a pen also. And in the examination hall, you can also demand for a rough sheet. Apart from that, exam pattern is like you would be getting 100 MCQs. There is no written examination in it. Like you don't need to write any answers or anything. You would be getting multiple choice questions, 100 multiple choice questions, and you need to give correct answer of 60. And there is no negative marking. So even if you are incorrect in 40 and you pass and you are able to give correct answer to 60, then there would be no negative marking, and your all 60 marks 60 correct answer would be calculated as 60 points, and there would be no negative marking. So you would be clearing the examination because 60 is the minimum marks. And if I talk about my personal experience in this examination, that what I used to do is that I used to reach the examination hall just 15 minutes before the examination. And though it's said that you need to visit the center like 45 minutes before the time, but even if you visit the center just 15 minutes also, then also they allow you to enter the examination hall. So it's there is no rush to reach 45 minutes, else you won't be able to give the examination. It's nothing like that. You can easily go like just 15 minutes before. And also this examination is held every 3 months. So even if you fail in the one attempt, then you can apply in the next attempt in just 3 months after 3 months after your first attempt. Now, as per my personal experience, I had given 4 examination, and one paper is mandatory, so everybody would be required to give this examination, that is S01. And in my case, it was like principles and practices of insurance and the survey and loss assessment, which was my mandatory paper. So if I don't clear it, and even if I clear the rest of the 3 examination, I won't be able to start my training, and I won't be allotted any qualification, and I won't be able to become the surveyor and loss assessor because it's a mandatory paper. So I scored 69 in this paper. And then in the next paper, which was held in during the same day, actually this was my second paper during the day. During my first half, what I had given the examination for the marine insurance, that is IC 60 and 66, and I scored 68 in it. And on the very next day, I had an examination on the fire insurance, and that was IC 56, and I scored 80 in it. And 1 week later, I had examination of miscellaneous insurance IC 78, and I scored 80 in it too. So on an average, I scored 74.25% on all the 4 papers, and in the first shot itself. As per my study strategy, I can just say that I had completed all the 4 books, and I had identified what are the important questions in it which can come in the examination. And also I had identified the important MCQs, past questions, and I had arranged various kind of materials which helped me to clear this examination, because it was really very tough to complete all the book and memorize each and everything, because it was very complicated and very theoretical. So it's not really very easy to memorize each and everything. And in the examination, they also check your practical application of the knowledge and memory skills also, because they ask for sections, dates, and full forms. So it's really very important that you need to know what are the important things that you need to memorize, and what are the important things that on which they would be asking for the application of your knowledge. So you need to understand that what you need to study in it. So I used to also use my special memorizing technique, because of which I was being able to memorize all the facts and the sections which was very relevant for the examination, and I used to memorize it very easily without any strain. So if you want to take my guidance and coaching in this subject matters, then I had given the details in the description box, and accordingly you can contact me on that basis, and I would be available for you to guide in those subject matters. So apart from that, I had given you each and every aspect of this examination, and for the coaching purpose and the guidance purpose, you can contact me as per the details given in the description. And it can change from time to time, and if I change anything, and supposingly I need to give any kind of information to you via this video, then what I would be doing is that I would be changing the things in the description. So keep track of what I am writing in the description, and also in the comment box also I would be pinning my comment in the description box, which are very important for the examination or for the coaching purpose. So you can refer to the description and comment box. Apart from this, and also if you score, if you are the all India topper, then you would be getting awards, and there are many point system in it. So you need to clear the cutoff, and you need to score minimum of 75 marks in the subject to be able to qualify as a topper. So if you have scored more than 75%, 75 marks in a particular subject, and also at the same time you have scored the highest marks in entire India, then you would be getting the award per subject basis. So supposingly I have cleared like one exam, two examination with 80 marks, so I am eligible to become an all India topper if I scored the highest marks in India. So basically, if nobody has scored more than me, then I am the India topper. So you can check the award section in the examination handbook, and you can understand on your basis, like according to your field, which is applicable to you and in which subject you can top and what are the prizes in it, because there are many kind of prizes and you can check through it. So it's a very privileged exam to clear it. And also if you score all India highest, then it would be a very lovely experience for you also. So do check out the award sections in the examination handbook. And for that, examination handbook is quite long, so in that PDF you can just search for award, and when you would be searching for award, you would be getting like where are the various awards. So you can read that section and understand yourself that what are the eligibility criteria for the awards. And the last point for the video is like I have also given you the helpline numbers. Like even though I have said you everything, and even I have told you about the PDFs which you need to download, with the help of which if you refer it, then you would be able to enroll yourself, register yourself, paper enroll also, you can slot the books, books the slot for the examination, and download the hall tickets. I have told you everything and also given you the PDF. But even in that case, if you're not being able to understand what you need to do, then I have also provided you with the helpline numbers, both for the IRDAI, IRDAI sites and for the Insurance Institute of India site. But one thing you need to understand that in the IRDAI site, there would be two login ID and password. One would be the login and ID for one user ID and password would be for logging into that site, and then you need to create another login ID and password for the support system. However, I have given you the link that you need to follow so that you would be able to create the login ID and password for the support help desk also. And when you log into the support help desk, you can raise your query with regard to that particular site itself. So I guess the toll-free number, the support help desk would be able to guide you with regard your queries. And I hope this video was really very helpful for you, so you can follow the process and start your career as a surveyor and loss assessor. And also, if you find it difficult, then you can consult me, and if you want coaching, then you can also contact me for the coaching purposes, and I would be really very happy to guide you. And so go through my description, check out what I have written in the description, because it can keep on changing from time to time. And also if you have any query, then you can type in the comment section, and I would try to help you out in that. And if the and if I feel that this conversation is going to be long, then I would share you with my number and you can contact me. So thank you for watching this video till the end, and if you like this video, you can also go through my other videos on the courses. Particularly if you are a chartered accountant, then you can check out my other videos like on the DISA, DIRM and registered valuer. I have created 3 videos on the 3 different courses, and I have given you the complete direction like how you need to register, how you need to clear the examination. I have given all the personal experience in that also. So I hope you found this video helpful, and in that case, do like the video, comment and give me the feedback, and also share with your friends to help them also start on with a new journey of new profession. Thank you.